from the dung heap, everybody. These are my friends. A lot of them.
Friends.
There he is. Hi, sweetie.
Hello. Good morning, everybody.
And we're live. Hello. SPTV. Hello. Hi, everybody. Good to see you all. Oh, boy. I never know what day it is. Is it Tuesday? Hi. So, here we are. Thank you all for being here. We've been talking about some things lately. We've been tackling some concepts that I hope some of you have had a takeaway from some of our discussions. We've been talking about pretty general things that can definitely apply to, where we're at as far as, talking about cult recovery, trauma recovery, fighting a cult, doing all the things, and also kind of stepping back and nurturing ourselves and talking about things. So I've been trying to avoid anything super spicy, and I still am. I lately, when I feeling spicy, I just don't usually go on because I have been practicing self-control, self-care, and I don't want to get embroiled in things that aren't my business or won't help any, but I think there comes a time, I have been implicated in some things, and there has been some apologies, which I accept, but also, I do still feel like I've been labeled guilty by association, and I've been digging my heels in, trying not to take sides, and I'm still not definitively taking any sides. I have made it very clear from the beginning, I'm here for the survivors. I love and care for all the second gens, first gens, third gens, whoever just walked in the street gen, I want to talk about, the title here says Blind and Toothless, and it's something from my childhood and my semi-culty upbringing, but a lot of people live by this. There's a scripture in the Old Testament, they call it the Law of Moses. It was called an eye for an eye, and it was basically anything you do to somebody, you get it done back to you, which, I guess sounds pretty reasonable in some ways. But if that were the case, everybody would be blind and toothless, right? So I just remember my Sunday school teacher saying that. So she directed us to the New Testament. I think this is the King James, and I don't like to quote scripture, but I'm just going to paraphrase it. Where Jesus said in Matthew 5, "You've heard that it has been said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you, that ye resist not evil." So don't resist evil. Just let them victimize you, basically is what it's saying. "But whoever shall smite thee on the right cheek, turn to him the other also. If any man will sue thee at the law and take away thy coat, let him have thy cloak also." So it's saying, don't return an eye for an eye, evil for evil, turn the other cheek, let him do it on the other cheek. And if he sues you for your cloak, give him, or your, what is it? I don't want to misquote it. The coat, take the cloak, which is like their undergarment, what they normally wear, also. And I'm sorry, Jesus, but there's a balance. I think there's a balance. I think there's a way to defend your friends, your loved ones. There's a way to defend yourself without compromising yourself. you know. And like always, guys, I am uh, you're not the real Clearwater Chad. I am oh jeez. We've already blocked 2 fake Clearwater Chads. It's funny. But I'm talking to myself. When I come out here, I'm not preaching at all of you. I'm not lecturing you and telling you what to do. I'm saying, guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, everybody, people, um, I'm struggling with this. I am struggling with it because I do have that fighting Irish inside of me, and I can be feisty, and I can be like, reactionary, and you've seen it. You've all seen it when certain people like Stephanie Hutchinson and other people came against the second gens. And I'm not just talking about Aaron. I'm talking about all the second gens that I defended. I'm not, I'm not just saying I only defend Aaron. And anybody that says that is, whatever. They can think what they want, but I know the truth. But I would fly off the handle and be like, and I make thumbnails about it. And I was just, really getting my dander up. Right. And I'd go live about it. And I felt justified. And in some ways I definitely was, and I did even try, and to my, in my defense, my own defense, I did try to stick with mostly the truth at hand, the facts, what was said, what was done, I did give a lot of commentary, in my opinion. But when it came to things that I've recounted, that I've talked about in the past, and I'm gonna bring it up, and of course the trolls are gonna blah blah blah, but that's okay because I don't even know what they're saying because I don't give a shit, so I don't read it. But the thing with Mike Grinder, I had reached out to him on his blog, and he emailed me directly, and we went back and forth for about a week, and it was very, cordial in the beginning, towards the end, but he made it very clear that he wasn't really interested in looking at anything that might be problematic, even though he admitted things that were problematic that they were doing with the Aftermath Foundation, hiring lawyers to insult people. And he's like, yeah, that's not good. But he wasn't really interested in changing that. What he wanted to change was my mind about Aaron Smith Levitt. It was dirty, the whole dirty laundry list. And you could say Dead Agent Pack, they have their own words for things, but in the real world, there's other, it's not just Scientology that acts like this, it is very much taught, and it goes to the extreme. And something that that Natalie read this morning about Kirstie Alley, when she I guess essentially disconnected from Maxim, I forgot his last name, her dance partner on Dancing with the Stars, because he was supposedly connected to somebody who was suppressive, right? And he was very hurt by it. And she said, I can't even say it on YouTube, the R word. And I was like, did you have to go there? Do you have to go right for the jugular? I mean, you have like, whoa, whoa, it's like, haven't you heard, like, I don't know, maybe it's a Pentecostal thing, or I'm not Southern. I had a lot of Southern relatives, but they'd be like, F you with a cherry on top, like, bless your heart, or something like that. Like, isn't there a more genteel way? Like making a silly short of, about being someone's butt. I mean, I don't know. I just think there's a more gentle way to express yourself. Or just, how about, hey, that really hurt me, or talk to them, Well, I guess she can't talk to them because you're suppressing, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But yeah, I just think there's other ways, and to always default to escalating, 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 um, how about dialing it back a little bit and maybe looking at the whole picture? Because there's something called blind rage. When they say you see red, you don't see anything except what you're looking at that moment is making you so angry that it's almost impossible to even de-escalate yourself, until you just stop and think. And yes, take a moment. Right. Right, Miriam. Sometimes it's good to take a moment or 10 to let things settle down. Right. Right. And I've put myself in timeout. many times in the last week as well. So, um, yeah, I'm not saying be a doormat. I'm not saying turn the other cheek or give someone your cloak when they ask for your coat. I'm not saying any of that, but something I've been thinking about is that I don't want to do any damage or any more damage if I've done any damage, and it doesn't mean that I'm just going to go away silently and, put my tail between my legs and not say anything. But I don't know. I think that if we keep going on the path that we're on, it's just going to turn into us just eating, cannibalizing ourselves in this movement, and we want to be effective, right? Doesn't mean we have to like everybody. Doesn't mean we have to go get along with everyone. But pointing out something that someone's doing, which is pretty much exactly what another person's doing that you're supporting, that it's pretty hypocritical. It is. So, like I always say, pot or kettle, pot or kettle. Maybe you just look at what you're doing. That's all I can say. And let me look at what I'm doing. I'm only responsible for myself. I can only control myself, and that's it. That's it. Oh, sorry, I had a couple of notes. No, they're over here. I moved them. Okay, get that page. Yeah. Um, I think that giving karma a chance is is the best way sometimes. Is like, well, if someone's on that collision course, um, unfortunately, people reap what they sow, right? Another Bible verse. But, some of the Bibles has some good points. And yeah, I it just really saddens me to see people that I care about and love um just at each other's throats, you know. It's sad. And um I would just ask anybody and everybody involved just to please take a minute. And I'm not defending um, anybody's actions that have hurt you or anyone, but at the same time, when is it going to stop? Um, I'm afraid. I'm afraid that I'm going to want to defend my friends because I see things going in a bad direction, and I don't know. I don't know what to say except maybe look around you and see the company you're keeping. And if there's a bunch of trolls buttering you up that used to make videos about you, I think that's a little bit of a red flag, especially if they haven't been in Scientology. They haven't gone through the hell and gone through the ringer like the second gens have. And a lot of them have no name, right? They're just attacking. Who's not to say that half of them are OSA? Do you want to align yourself with OSA? I don't. I don't. Again, I'm not, and I said this yesterday and I'll say it again. I don't sign off on anybody calling anybody zero dark anything, because I had that guy come after me for many months and I cried on my pillow about it. He came after me for defending the second gens, which coincidence, right? Um, but that was my choice to do that. No one told me to say that. No one told me to do that. So for me to blame somebody for him coming after me, it's no one's fault. It happened. And it would be nice to have people stick up for you, but you can't demand it. I don't owe anybody anything. So I feel like I've had to navigate my own path here. And when people come against me, I'm not going to point and blame somebody else or expect somebody else to defend me, because I do this on my own. Everything that I've said, no one's told me to say it. No one's asked me to defend them. No one's told me to go after this one or after that one. I had to be in my bonnet about certain things, and it was on me. I wasn't defending one person. I felt like a group of people that I care about. So that's, pretty much where I'm at about that. Yeah. So I wanted to talk a little bit about revenge. They call it vindication, you know. Um, well, I think they're two different things. I mean, revenge is more like violent, but revenge can be sweet. It can be satisfying. So can vindication. You know, it's like, yep, see, I told you. Yep. Or if you revenge is like going after somebody and attacking them. And what does that sound like? You know, very much like Scientology, but also just like human nature, you know. But they institutionalize certain things that are just not okay, you know. So sorry, my ponytail fell down. I have a ponytail in my hair today. Um, okay, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I forgot who coined this phrase, but it's been said that the best revenge is success and happiness. And even though I make fun of Marlene, and it gives me pleasure to do the Marlene sometimes because you know it's my outlet. You know, instead of going down there and yelling through her window with with a bullhorn, which I've thought about, I just do this silly thing. But um, yeah, I feel like you know what I'm not on the dung heap, or well, I am, but I like it. And my kids aren't prostitutes and drug addicts. They're not. And like she told me was going to happen to my kids. So to me, that's vindication. That's the best revenge because I'm just doing my thing and I'm doing well. And yeah, so there. So there, Door of Hope. And so there, Scientology. Yes, F Marlene and F Scientology. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so I think I said what I wanted to say mostly. I'll take your comments and I want this to be constructive. I don't want anyone getting torn down. Yeah, I don't know. I just hope things can kind of calm down a little bit and de-escalate a little bit because Scientology is evil and cults are evil and you know, working through a lot of really difficult things to just turn on each other, you know, that's not going to help. Okay. Let me All right. Hey Vanessa. You like the emojis? Yeah, biscuits, Rodney. They're so much fun to make. Thank you. Yeah, that's one of the perks. Only $2.99 a month. My cat Ranger is blind. He wants to know if this is about cats. Sure. I mean, cats can be a little bit vengeful sometimes, I think. Oh my goodness. I think I saw another comment of yours, Joel. Oh, here's one. It froze here last night down to 29. Yeah, we had a frost too. Yep, here we go. I know this is supposed to be a cold snap this week and then warm up again next week. So I was putting away my summer clothes, but I'm like, well, I better keep like a few things. Like I kept like a pair or two of capris and t-shirts just in case. So sorry. Just playing around, procrastinating at work. Okay, we won't tell anybody. We won't tell anybody. This is cute. Miriam and Eric. Stop. We have to stop meeting like this. We have good taste. Ah, thank you. Yeah, I think I saw you both in Natalie's chat too. That's cute. Ah, uh, just a northern girl, a little bit of Maryland, a little bit of Monica in my life, a little bit. What is that called? Mambo something? No, I'm gonna have that. Now you can think of that song while you're cleaning because that's a good song to clean too. It's a good driving song too. Vanessa, thanks for doing you, Marilyn. The infighting with the ex Scientologists repelled me away from every group I found since leaving the Sea Org. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Yeah, it's when you're trying to heal and you're coming out of a situation where that was commonplace for people to treat each other terribly. So, yeah, I can understand you not wanting to into another situation like that. And I think that that's a as good a reason as any, the best reason I can think of to let's de-escalate. Let's try to de-escalate. That is fucking funny. I don't know. That's gotta be one of your best ones. Oh my goodness. Why can't the ghost have children? He has a oh my god, I'm dying. That was a good one. I gotta tell that to my kids. They'll laugh. I mean, it definitely is a dad joke, but it's really funny. Asen, no, no, yeah, right. I'm not the vengeful type, but I'm also not the type who turns the other cheek. I did that my whole life, and where did it bring me? Yeah, standing up for yourself is not an eye for an eye. Right. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to portray. I hope I got the point across is that yeah, you can stand up for yourself without compromising yourself. Is what I'm saying. Like instead of, just completely like going for the jugular, going at it and just causing damage and having people be like, ooh, ooh, and there's always going to be people that feed on that. There's people that are like, oh, that's stressful. I don't want anything to do with this. Or there's people that are like, oh, what? What'd you say? Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, and then I go, oh, what are you gonna say to that? Oh, and then all of a sudden you're like a ping pong. You're going from chat to chat to chat to see somebody one up each other, one up each other, one up each other. And whether you feed on that or not, whether it kind of gives you a rush and makes you, excited and even happy for a little while, in my opinion, it really doesn't last because then you can get traumatized yourself, like it doesn't feel good after a while. It feels icky and it feels like this isn't right. Something's off. And I don't know, I've gone away just like drained and frustrated and exhausted at times. So that's why I try to avoid those situations. Hey Maria, good to see you, friend. Grease hair. Hey there. Still sleeping while I stand. Hey, 7:45. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. James Steele, if someone tells you tequila is good for your health, tequila is good for your health, you might want to take it with a pinch of salt. There you go. Yeah. Pinch of salt. Jason, I read somewhere, may you meet you and another person and thought, isn't that amazing? If you are a good person, it is a blessing. And if you are awful, yeah, right. Right. I'll admit it was in jest. It was kind of a joke, but my daughter, she had went through some years as a teenager. And I was like, wait till you have kids. Wait till you have a teenager. And she has two, and especially a girl. Wait till you have a teenage girl. And she has two teenage stepdaughters. So she's like, yeah, now I know why you said that. But yeah. He said, I think demanding respect or help makes the whole thing hollow. Yeah, you can't really demand anything, you know? Granny G, I'm 100% staying away from the negative creators. I hate the whole scorched earth thing. Yeah, I agree. Pause for Andrea. Comment, people need to focus on whatever they want to focus on without all of the attacks and criticisms. Time to move on. Time to do better. Yeah, I agree. Failed pessimist. All we can do is unsub and not watch, and that's enough to make a point, I think, about what the community wants. Right. Yeah. I think that's a good point because I mean, I'll admit, like drama sells, right? As they say. If it's a spicy thing, and I've been, you know, seeing that and not only my channel, but other people's channels. And it's like, it's something that's unsustainable that I really don't want. I don't want that. I don't want to be constantly feeling like pressure to one up or do something really like shock jock type. I'm not, listen, this is, you don't have to listen. I'm just saying, listen, you don't have to. Something my husband said to me a few several years ago when I used to get really kind of over the top with my reactions to things. And, I've learned to have more serenity, more self-control about it. But I just be like, I can't believe it. I would yell it. And Duncan would look at me and he's like, you see how you are right now? If I was doing that, you probably should have me like committed. He said, because to me, that reaction is so extreme that if I acted like that, I would be ready for, to be put away. And I was like, you know what? I guess that does make sense. And then it was reinforced when we went to marriage counseling and I was talking, and this is kind of personal, but I'm going to tell you. Um so my daughter was having a really, you know, bad time being a teenager at times, and she wouldn't get on the bus and go to school one day. And she was yelling, and I was yelling, we were yelling at each other. So Duncan was in bed and I burst into the room and I was like, you need to tell your daughter to get to school, blah blah. And he was just like, and he just like took the covers and he put it over his head. And I took that as an insult. I was like, so that's what you're gonna do? That's what you're gonna do? You're just gonna put the covers over your head? You're not gonna help me? We need to be parenting together, And I was like demanding that he get up and force her on that bus. And when we went to counseling about it, the counselor said to me, he said, and I felt kind of singled out, honestly, guys. I was kind of pissed at him. But he said, tell me something that really scares you. Tell me something that if it came into the room right now, you would want to jump out the window or you would want to hide from it. And I was like, well, I'm kind of scared of big dogs. Like I've been bit by a German Shepherd. I am scared of Rottweilers for some reason. I don't know, they're just scary. And he said, when you come into the room when Duncan's in bed sleeping and you're acting like that, that's his Rottweiler. That's the thing that he retracts from. That's the thing that traumatizes him. So things that I think are fine and normal, whatever, and true. And then it really made me think because he didn't grow up in a very demonstrative, because I grew up in a very demonstrative household. I wasn't allowed to be demonstrative, but I learned it, and when I got married, I thought I could pull it off and it wasn't a good idea, but it was something that was normalized, and it wasn't normal as family. They're very like cerebral, genteel, and if they're going to get revenge, it's going to be really sneaky, like where you in the bodies kind of thing. So yeah, passive aggressive. So for him, this was just way over the top. And I think about that in this community, how many people that are really feeling upset by some of the things that are happening and just going away because they can't deal with it. And I don't want that to happen. And that's been one of my objectives from the beginning, is to just, bring people in and hope that we can all work together and for this cause and garner support from each other and support for the survivors and for the fight. So I hope that makes sense. Maybe it sounds like a pie in the sky type pep talk, but I'm just telling you things that I've learned from my own experience, and I have to kind of go back there. It's like setting up a monument, right? And always remembering. So I always remember the Rottweilers. I always remember when I'm tempted to just blow up on someone, completely rip them to shreds, not even think about how it might hurt them, and just in any way, just go for the jugular. It's like, wait a minute, would I want that done to me? Would I want someone unleashing a Rottweiler at me? So yeah, maybe I should have named this something about Rottweilers, but yeah, I'm gonna read your comments. I'll stop talking. Hey, Pippi Longstocking Forever. It's part of human nature. I find it very uneasy to navigate these days, but Scientology is still going down, in my opinion. I'm keeping hope. Thank you for that. And yeah, I totally agree. And they are. And I want to say, I am I'm happy for the lawsuits that have been won. I'm so happy to see, like what Natalie was highlighting. I've got to get my butt out to Boston. It's only 3 hours away and meet Cubs champion because I just love him. And just all the protesters that are out there. I can't remember who it was this morning I got to go back and watch that again because I really loved the conversations that I was hearing, or one-sided conversations like, do you know you're in a cult kind of thing, but in a nice way, in a way that hopefully will resonate with the Scientologists someday, you know? So, all right. Going back to live for a second. Hi, sweetie. Love you. Glad you're here. I'm not being too spicy today. I'm trying to behave. Trying to behave. Not that you care, but I don't know. I was like, oh, hi. I'm not doing anything bad. Sometimes I go live like the middle of the night for Kelly, and then she wakes up and she's like, what happened? I'm like, you left me unsupervised. It's just a joke, just an inside joke. Joe McCoy, as for me, I've completely disconnected from all of the stuff. I only watch Marilyn and Susie, Eric, some as well. So I sit here happily in the dark about it all, and that's good. And I think that's a good way to go, honestly. Save yourself a lot of grief. Pause for Andrea. Comment. I clicked off when I heard the ZDN comment. That's going way too far. I watch a variety of creators for their different perspectives when the topics are focused, not ignorance. Yeah, that's fair. And that's fair. I'm not going to defend that. That's something that bothered me too, but it doesn't mean I'm going to throw the whole person away. And I don't do it to anyone, and anyone involved in this conflict. I'm not just, especially the survivors I'm talking about mostly. I'm not talking about trolls. But yeah, I'm, just because someone makes a mistake in my eyes, maybe they don't think it's a mistake. I can forgive that or overlook it. It's not towards me, but you know what I mean? I'm not going to throw the whole person away. And like you said, there's redeemable things, and there's things that are good. Like I love the Scientology content on all the channels, and I watch it, So, but when it gets really just, hidden below the belt, that's where, yeah, I'm like, oh no, 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 no. So. Cricket cinema. Oh my, I was also bitten by a German Shepherd. Marilyn, that's something I wish we did not have in common. Yeah, that was scary. And it was honestly my very first night at the foster home that I ended up being adopted into. And they had a German Shepherd named Wolf. And my greeting was, he jumped up, and I was already traumatized being in a new place with my trash bag. I'm standing there holding my trash bag, and of my clothes, my black trash bag with all my clothes in it. And Wolf jumped up, and he must have thought that he was defending the two little girls that were, turned out to be my adopted sisters. And he bit down on my lip, and all of a sudden, like I put my hand up to my lip, and it was just all blood, and it was just so frightening. So Wolf ended up like maybe 5 years later, unfortunately, they were forced to put him to sleep because he bit a lot of people. And whenever he got out, if somebody was in the driveway or even walking by, they got bit. So yeah, that was always like a guilt thing for me, was like my adopted parents loved Wolf. I think they I thought they liked him more than they liked me. Which isn't true, probably, but they cried when Wolf had to be put to sleep. And honestly, I felt so guilty that I didn't go with them to watch them, to go with the family. I went to a friend's house, and I actually felt relieved, and I felt guilty for that. So I don't know why I got on that whole tangent, but yeah, that's my German Shepherd story. Anna, I really disliked how the exceptionally strong women in the community were brought in. It has nothing to do with them. Yeah, I agree. And, hopefully that's been resolved. That's been clarified and forgiven. So hopefully that'll stay that way. Um, yeah, I when I stop like this and look at you and say, I'll say this. I just hope that things don't escalate because I don't want to get upset and say something. But there are certain people that I am close to that I really love, and I wouldn't always approach things the way they do, or maybe I'm learning not to do so many, you know, lives or demonstrative um, talks about everything and naming names and all that. That's something I'm pulling back from, especially because people that I care about are fighting with each other. But if I see someone going after one of my friends and it's over the top, I probably will have something to say about it, and I don't want to. But somebody who is fighting a very serious illness, and their family members fighting very serious illness as well, I don't want to see them be attacked. And if they are, yeah, I might have something to say about it. And I hope it doesn't happen. So, Ison, the demand that people choose sides is simply unrealistic and unfair to people who want to support all or simply stay neutral. Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Vanessa, oh my God, Marilyn, I know not the point of this story, but from my time in the Sea Org, getting woken up to do something was exceptionally traumatic. Yeah. Getting woken up, being screamed at, triggering as fuck. Yes, I know. I know. And I still apologize. Well, I'll apologize to him again. But I was mad because you know, number one, I felt like, hey, I don't want to, I felt alone in this, but I approached it the wrong way. But then when we were sitting in the counselor's office, or in therapy, couples therapy, I felt I felt very called out. I was like, what you talk about? But yeah, and then I understood. So Kelly, Toothless, I was scared for a sec there. You look like you got them all to me. Um, I might be missing one. I got my wisdom teeth taken out. Believe it or not, my teeth aren't too bad. It's more my gums, and my teeth are crooked. But I do have one crown. So I have half a tooth missing. That's pretty much it. But I am blind. I am very blind. Hey, Eve. Hey there. Hi, Marilyn in chat. You look beautiful, Marilyn. Thank you. Love the color, shirt, lipstick, and jewelry. Thank you. I have to go now. Okay, bye. Thank you, sweetheart. Good to see you. That's really sweet of you. Appreciate that. Pause for Andrea. I always appreciate your perspective, Marilyn. Even when you get spicy, you genuinely care, and that matters. Thank you. Hey, Blue Nonona. I love that name. I comment and then turn off notifications. I never react. I've had my say. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Exactly, Amy B. I agree. I agree. Not everything they do is Scientology. Just Scientologist. Yeah, this stuff happens in a lot of communities. Absolutely, and a lot of it's human nature. It's just like what Serge says about institutional child abuse. This is like institutional fair gaming, institutional. Yeah, it's like an actual edict that has come down from LRH. This is how you deal with enemies: always attack, never defend. This is how you whatever, wash windows. It's like that. It's crazy. Hey, Doug. I actually caught Marilyn in the morning. Yay, Marilyn in the morning. My coffee. With your coffee. Thank you, Doug. So glad to see you. Yeah, this is a little bit later. I've been doing more like midday because with me fighting with this darn machine, it's getting better. I'm more at like 4 hours now with the CPAP, or I think they called it a BiPAP. I'm not sure. But yeah, so doing better, but I lose sleep, and I don't usually fall asleep till about 2. So to be on by 10, that's been hard. So Yeah. I pretty much tell you guys everything, whether you want to or not. Ah, thank you, James Steele. Can we have a t-shirt with a pic of Marilyn's back? You don't want that. With the phrase, I have your back, Marilyn. Thank you. And I hope you guys feel like that about me. Like I have your back. I will always try to be here at least. I can't promise I'm always going to be here, but to talk about the difficult things and to hopefully be able to chat and maybe hopefully resolve some things. I don't know, but at least we can be here for each other. Asen, this sounds so cheesy, but I'll say it anyways. My way or the highway is not realistic or okay. Life is full of compromises. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Failed pessimist. I do think there are creators who aren't well and maybe should give it some time before being on this platform. I'm saying that with empathy. It may not be healthy for them. Yeah, I mean, I agree to the point where like I know even for myself, there's been times when I really need to take breaks. And I have done a lot of therapy, but I feel like this is even like sort of like ongoing therapy for me. It's been really helpful. And yeah, I think that if you're newly out or having a difficult time or things seem to be triggering for you or escalating, yeah, maybe it is a good idea. And I think that self-reflection and realization and just being aware, self-awareness are really important because if you're too busy looking at everybody else's actions and pointing at them and saying they're not doing, they need this, they should do this, they need therapy, they need this, when you're having trouble, yeah, I think that it's good to have some space, and to think about it. Yeah. Vanessa, I send the black and white thinking is so culty. Yeah, we talked about that last week sometime about the black and white thinking, and it was one of the videos that really I got the most feedback in a while from it. And I think Natalie even put a clip of it on her channel because it's something that is definitely related to cults, but also pretty much any group or organization that starts to get culty, that black and white thinking really creeps in, and it's a big problem. Comment is something Natalie and Reese said last night. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean. I did listen to some of it, excuse me, but I didn't get all of it, so I'm not sure what was said. But I was listening in high speed. Because I was looking for the stuff about that they were gonna do boundaries, and we just did a stream about boundaries the other day. So I was like interested to see what their take on it was, and they said they're going to postpone that and talk about it another time. So, and also Natalie mentioned something which they didn't get into it, I don't think, about boundaries and also like she called it like unhinged behavior after Scientology. So after leaving, so I was interested in that as well. So. Okay. Failed pessimist. Not everyone is out to be a creator. I wouldn't be. My skin is too thin. Oh, cut out. Yeah, not everyone's cut out. Yeah. I don't think I'm cut out for it either. But I'm trying. I'm trying. But oh boy. Okay. Got our friend Joel. On a happier note, not on topic, I have been a part of getting an affordable vet clinic. Oh, nice. We did it and it's opening on Monday and it's a pay what you can clinic. I love that. Good vet. I have high hopes. That's awesome. I love that because yeah, vet bills can be so high and I don't think it's really fair for people that are just great pet parents that just can't afford to take care of their pets. So I think that's wonderful. Yeah. Hey, Susie, good to see you, honey. I was surprised my video yesterday was not trolled too bad. Yeah, you did good. Yeah, I think that you approached it in a loving way, and I hope that, you don't get a lot of, you know, pushback on it, but if you do, yeah, I got your back, honey. I know where your heart's at, so I love you. Aw, thank you, James. Marilyn, you brought us into the warm and cozy den. I'm not leaving it. Ah, okay. Thank you. Oh, George, George started this. All right, you're gonna make me blush, guys. Yeah, you are the perfect creator. You're humane, show vulnerability, and show empathy. Create a safe space for all is something special. Thank you, Asen. I really appreciate that. Hey, Miss Sunrise Dawn, hey, sweetie. Feeding a sick kitty. Aw, I'm sorry. All right, so I got a little bit of a system here. George and I, they were a good team. So what I usually do is like give my presentation. Usually do some few greetings, do my presentation. He will start some things, and as I'm talking, and then I'll go through some of them, and then I like to go back to the live chat and just say hi to anybody. No, not everybody, a few people that I can see. I know I miss people all the time, but say hi to people that I might have missed, and then he usually starts a few more, and then when I get caught up, I do the rest of those, and then we're out of here. So I'm at the live chat part. Hey, Scientology up north, Miriam, love you. Who else we got? Clearwater Chad, you're not the real Clearwater Chad. Look out, folks. There's a fake Chad about. Okay, I can't tell because I gave the real Chad a uh a wrench. So this is not the real Chad. And how can I? Oh, here we go. All right, bye. That's funny. Wow. Will the real Clearwater Chad please stand up? Yeah, because I gave him a wrench. Now that's 3 blocked Clearwater Chads and 1 Chad with a wrench. So that's 4 Clearwater Chads. That's kind of funny. Oh my goodness. Bless your heart is kind of cute. Yeah, it's just a suggestion. Instead of going totally like full force on someone, bless your heart. I don't know. Sometimes sometimes laughter is the best medicine, right? Hey, antics of a mama squirrel. Hey there, friend. Great to see you. Glad you're here. Hey, Terry Morgan. Hi there. Pippi Longstocking. I think I said hi to you. Kim White. Hi there. Yeah, seeing a lot of familiar and not so familiar faces. I'm just glad you're all here today. Oh, there's Mike Jesus. Looking for you. Hey there. All right. Sorry for the silence here. Okay, we got a few more. Start. Great. Vanessa says one of the best therapies for me was adopting my cat Boots as a kitten in 2007. He was the best cat I've ever had and my first experience with true unconditional love. Yeah. Yeah, there's something about those fur babies, man. Oh my goodness. Just so cute. They just look at you like, and yeah, I feel bad. I was teasing them about going to Springfield, Ohio, but yeah, I love them, love them. So we're caught up, and I'm not even at an hour yet. So, oh, I got chats, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. Oh, the power you're supplying, it's electrifying. Makes me think of John Travolta. I got chads. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you'd like me to go get a puppy, because I thought maybe we could just use some puppy love today. What do you think, guys? So we want to get some. I don't think Apollo will let me catch him, but I think Rocky would. So what do you guys think? Since we still got a little bit of time. Okay, I'm seeing some ones. All right, I'll be right back. I'll go get a puppy. There he is. I don't know if he's considered a puppy anymore because he was 2 months old, 8 weeks old, I think, when we brought him home. And now he is 15 months. So he's over a year. His birthday's on the 4th of July. This is Rockers. Look at, he's very serious looking. He's just got this very pensive look. Oh, you're being shy. But there's Rocky. You're my baby. What? What? You're being shy. He makes this really weird little when he's being shy. Can you turn around and say hi? Huh? He likes to bury. See if we can see him. Say hi. Can you look at the camera? He's such a good boy. Love you. All right, I'm gonna put him down. Don't pee in my studio. I gotta bring them outside, so I should go soon. But clear water, Chatto. The real one. You got a wrench. That's you. Yes, because you have a special number after it, so I made sure. You're welcome, and thank you for the super chat. And what a sweet face. Yeah, he is so sweet. He's got this very serious look about him. He's very thoughtful. Kind of reminds me of Duncan, and he kind of looks a little bit like Duncan too. He's got the gray beard, and Apollo just has crazy blonde hair, and he's like that. And he's just got these wild eyes, and he's always smiling and being goofy. Yep, looks like his mama. And it's really funny because I think he is more Duncan's baby because I know Duncan loves to take him on hikes and really spend a lot of time with him. And this one down here likes to cuddle with mama all the time. And, Apollo's not really a lap dog per se. He more likes to act like a golden retriever, He's more hyper and likes to run and all that. Maria, comment. I want to get a puppy, although I can't since I lost Axel. Aw, he was not a dog. I was his mother, and he took from me, not my boyfriend. Okay. Okay, I'm a little confused. All right, well, I read it. It might be lost in translation. Giorgio's going like this. I gotta plate Giorgio, so you just so you know. When he tags things, when he starts things with tons of typos, I'm like, I think it's me because I can't even see straight half the time. Oh, that's funny. There you go. The real Chad indeed stood up. That's right. Exactly. Asen, Blackie was my tuxedo cat with half a twirly mustache. He was 19 when he left us June last year. He was very special. He went through thick and thin with us and protected us. I miss him. Aw, it's good. All right, I don't know where he is, and I don't want him chomping on my tubing because I think that probably would be delicious. Because I think he can reach my CPAP machine, although I do have the mask up. Because I was thinking, man, that silicone, they would think that was the best dog toy ever. So I haven't even been letting them in here. So, all right, everybody. It was great to hang out with you. I hope you have an amazing day. And we will talk to you soon. I'm looking for that outro. All right, everybody. Bye. Have a great day. Zenu, Marlene, everybody partake. Cheers. This is good coffee. This is why, my hubby makes the coffee.